We have discussed about vertebrate forelimbs in case of homologous organs. As you all know that the basic structure was the same and the functions were different. So now we're going to take another example of homologous organs in case of animals, that is the insect mouth parts. These insect mouth parts are also an example of homologous organs in animals. Why? Let us see the basic structure. In case of insects, there is labyrinth, right? And we have one pair of mandible and we have two pairs of maxilla, right? In all the insects, we see that the same basic structure is followed. They all have one labyrinth, one pair of mandible and two pairs of maxilla. These are the mouth parts of insects which help them in feeding, right? But if you talk about the function of all these mouth parts, they are different in different individuals. If you talk about an insect such as grasshopper, this mouth structures help the grasshopper to have solid food, right? To chew solid food. In case of butterfly, these structures help the butterfly to suck nectar from flowers. And in case of a housefly, this helps to take in what? Take in food, right? But in case of mosquito, these mouth parts are used for mosquito to suck blood, to suck liquid food. So in all these cases, the functions of the mouth parts are different. But if you talk about the basic structure, they are same. Whenever you look at these organs from the outer side, you will see that these appear differently and they are going to perform different functions. But when we look at the anatomy of these organs, you will see that they are basically similar, they are basically alike. Remember, the insect mouth parts have one labrum, one pair of mandible. As you can see, these are the mandibles, okay, and this is a pair of maxilla, and insects have two pairs of maxilla. So you need to remember three major parts, that is labrum, mandible and maxilla. One labrum, one pair of mandible and two pairs of maxilla are present in the mouth parts of all the insects. The basic structure of all these mouth parts is same in all these insects, but if you go and study the anatomy of all these organs, you will see that the basic structure is the same, but the functions are different. In a sense, for example, if you talk about grasshopper, the mouth parts of grasshopper are helping the grasshopper to have solid food inside, right, for sucking solid food. But if you talk about butterfly, butterfly sucks nectar from flowers. So the mouth parts of butterfly are such that it helps them to suck nectar from the flowers. And in case of mosquito, mosquito sucks blood. So it is taking liquid food inside. So the mouth parts of a mosquito perform the function of taking liquid food inside. So the functions are entirely different, but the basic structure in case of insect mouth parts is same. The anatomy shows that the basic structure is the same. One labrum, one pair of mandible and two pairs of maxilla. These are the three major parts of insect mouth parts: labrum, mandible and maxilla, two pairs of maxilla. So here now we have discussed two examples in case of homologous organs in animals. In your syllabus, the two examples are necessary from each, from animals also, for plants also. So for animals we have discussed two, the vertebrate forelimbs and the insect mouth parts. I hope that you remember in case of vertebrate forelimbs, we have the basic structure same. For example, we have one first bone, that is humerus, then we have radius ulna, then we have carpals, metacarpals and phalanges. The basic structure was same in case of animals and in case of humans, forelimb, but the functions performed by them were entirely different. That is why they are known as homologous organs. And the second example, in case of animals, we have taken the insect mouth parts. As you can see that the basic structure is the same again, but the functions performed by them are different. So all these are conveying that they have originated from a common ancestor, right? So what is the purpose? What type of evidence these homologous organs are giving to you? They are just conveying you that all these organisms have originated from a common ancestor. So remember two examples of homologous organs. First is the vertebrate forelimbs, then we have insect mouth parts. So this is how, whenever in your examination is being asked you to give examples of homologous organs, remember that homologous organs provide evidence for evolution. So in case of animals, these two examples need to be cited, which convey that they must be having some common ancestor. That is why they have such a basic structure similarity. Although they perform different functions, they appear differently from outside, but they are performing the basic function may be entirely same or different, but as you can see, the basic structure, the anatomy of all the organs is same. You can also correlate the functions, but the functions may appear different also, the appearance may also appear different, but the basic structure from the inner side, from the anatomy, is almost the same, as you can see, as we have studied. So homologous organs are the organs which have same basic structure but perform different functions. So this is how they are performing different functions, but the basic structure in all these organs is the same. For example, in case of vertebrate forelimbs and insect mouth parts.